Today we're going to talk about purchasing a HUD home, and we need to start by telling you what a HUD home is. A HUD home is a foreclosure property owned by the United States government. It was formerly an FHA financed home. These homes can often be good deals. They're listed under market value. They're excellent opportunities for equity, and it's a great way to purchase a home to live in or as an investment. When you purchase a HUD home, it's very important that you purchase it with a HUD-approved realtor. The home goes to the highest bidder, and HUD will notify the realtor if the buyer wins the bid. There are two ways to purchase the home. One is as an owner-occupant. The other is as an investor. An owner-occupant is a person who is going to live in the home in which they purchase. Owner-occupants have the first opportunity to buy all of the HUD houses. This is done in a 10-day process immediately after the home is listed. For all the homes on the market, they all have a 10-day window in which all owner-occupants may make an offer on the home. It doesn't matter if you are the first person to make an offer on the first day or the last person to make an offer on the 10th day. On the 11th day, all of the offers are opened up, and if there is a bid that is high enough, the home will be awarded to that buyer. After that, another process begins on the 11th day. But the owner-occupants have the first priority to buy all of the HUD houses in the first 10 days. After the home has been on the market for a while, the price may be reduced. There could even be a significant price reduction. Oftentimes you'll see homes reduced 5%, 10%, even 15 or 20% from the original asking price. After a significant price reduction, owner-occupant offers will have another 10 days in which to put the offer in, and the same process begins where all the offers are opened on the 11th day. And again, HUD accepts the highest net bid. On the 11th day, anybody is eligible to purchase a HUD home. Owner-occupants or investors may bid daily on the 11th day. Let's talk about investor offers. Like I said, bids are awarded daily after the owner-occupant period of 10 days. And the same thing happens where HUD accepts the highest net bid. When you write an offer on a HUD house, you are responsible for putting earnest money down. When you buy a home in the general public, earnest money is negotiable. When you buy a HUD home, there are standard earnest money procedures for the bid. Any home that is listed below $50,000 requires a $500 earnest money. Any home that is listed above $50,000, the earnest money is $1,000. It's important to know that when you buy a HUD home, the governing body of HUD will pay your closing costs. They are allowed to pay up to 3% of the purchase price for approved closing costs. So for example, if you make an offer of $100,000, you are permitted to ask HUD to pay up to $3,000 in your closing costs, or 3%. Keep in mind that when you ask HUD or the seller to pay your closing costs, it subtracts from the net of the bid. So if buyer A offers $100,000 and asks for the seller to pay 3% of the purchase price for his closing costs, his net offer is $97,000. If buyer B offers $98,000 and does not ask HUD to pay for any closing costs, buyer B's net is $98,000. Buyer B's net offer is higher than buyer A. The example there at the bottom is you offer $85,500 and ask for $1,500 from HUD and closing costs. Your actual net offer is $84,000. Many people always ask, can I have the HUD home inspected? Yes. HUD requires inspections to be completed within 15 days of the accepted offer. HUD requires that the utilities be turned on in the buyer's name prior to the inspection. HUD homes are sold, though, in as-is condition. So let's say that I purchase a home that is a HUD home. My first step is that I've got to have my inspection completed within 15 days of the acceptance. Before I have my inspection, I must turn the utilities on in my name, and I've got to know full well that this home is being sold in as-is condition, so that I cannot ask HUD to fix or repair anything that I find. I just am only making myself aware of what the problems are. If the problems are too great for me to be willing to take the property on, then I have the ability to walk away. But I will say this: HUD will not allow investors to walk away with earnest money based on inspection. So if I am an investor and I want to purchase a HUD home, I have it inspected, I find that repairs and construction is too great for me to continue on, I have probably lost my $500 or $1,000 earnest money. However, if you are an owner-occupant and you find major defects on your inspection, and obviously HUD is unwilling or unable to make the repairs, HUD will allow owner-occupants to walk away with the earnest money based on the inspection findings.